HDD Work Procedure, Method of Statement. Contents. Scope of work. Responsibilities. Procedure. Quality and safety. Purpose. Horizontal directional drilling, HDD, is a method of installing underground pipelines, cables through trenchless methods. Scope of work. The work covers soil investigation, survey, asphalt cutting, excavation at entry and exit point and installation of HDPE pipe. Responsibilities. Site manager shall direct when and where to start the HDD and establish deadlines for activity to be finished. He shall make sure that HDD works shall be finished within the time frame set forth on the construction schedule. Site engineer shall be responsible for the execution of the HDD works. Surveyor is responsible for establishing the boundaries, location, limits and extent of HDD works. Procedure. The foregoing procedure for the HDD works will serve as a guide by the site engineer together with the surveyor along the course of their work in order to achieve an acceptable quality of workmanship and attaining the optimum results with less time and effort. Execution. HDD team will at all times provide and maintain instrumentation which will accurately locate the pilot hole position relative to ground surface. Drill fluid flow rate and pressure must also be monitored. The course of the pilot hole must stay within the given easements and or right-of-way at all points along the drilled route. HDD team shall have accurate working gauges, which register tensile force being used to pull the conduit back through the reamed borehole. It is the HDD team responsibility to prepare the reamed out hole such that pulling back operations do not exceed the tensile strength of the conduit. HDD engineer shall provide estimated calculations for the pulling load if during the conduit pulling process this force reaches 75% of the allowable load for the conduit. The project manager must be notified. Logs must be kept intact referencing all forces exerted on the conduit during the project. HDD team shall provide adequate supports along the stringing area to protect the conduit and during pullback operations, HDD team shall monitor roller operation and use side booms if required to assist movement of the conduit. Situations that could cause damage to the conduit material shall be corrected immediately. Damaged conduit shall be repaired to the satisfaction of the client representative or replaced by the HDD team before pulling, ream and pullback. Re-reaming. Re-reaming operations shall be conducted at the discretion of the horizontal directional drilling team. All provisions of this specification relating to simultaneous reaming and pulling back operations shall pertain to pre-reaming operations. Pulling loads. HDD team shall be responsible for determining safe pulling loads required for proper installation. Such loads shall be minimized as required to prevent failure of the conduit during installation. Torsional stress. A properly sized and fully operational swivel will be installed between the reaming assembly at the end of the drill pipe and the conduit restoration. If the work is carried out on an area falling within the jurisdiction of a municipality, the Ministry of Transportation and/or restricted areas like Defense, Navy, etc. restore street pavement as per the requirements of SEC Standard TCSQ 113.02 such that the thickness shall not be less than the HDD team is responsible for leaving all areas affected by construction activities in a condition equal to or better than the condition before construction. HDD team shall restore area around entry and exit pits as soon as work is completed. Build to previous existing ground elevation and grade any areas where settlement occurs due to the work site shall be cleared after completion of the job. Debris should be hauled to the dump area approved by the local municipality. The work site shall at all times be kept net, clean and free of waste material not required for further performance of the work shall be promptly removed from the work site. Traffic protection devices and methods of protection shall be providing and shall comply. The traffic flow shall be maintained as required in the vicinity of the work site. Flagmen, barricades, warning signs and warning lights shall be providing as required. All materials, equipment and safety items shall be placed or stored in an orderly manner at suitable locations to avoid traffic hazard. Quality. The QA/QC engineer will monitor and ensure that this method statement shall be strictly enforced so that smooth workflow will be attained. The site engineer, surveyor shall ascertain the potential location of existing underground utilities that may be affected during the HDD works. Constant coordination shall always be observed. Safety. The safety officer of the contractor shall observe the following during HDD works. Barricade open excavations. Introduce and operate warning lights during excavation period, especially during night works. Access ramp for equipment vehicles shall be properly compacted. Maintain slope protection as mentioned above. Procedure for stability of sides of access ramp shall be barricaded and maintain 1.5 meter offset from edge of slope. Traffic safety plan shall be imposed. The safety officer in charge at site will ensure adherence to HSE policies, rules, and guidelines. I sincerely appreciate your attention. This video for HDD method of statement. And that brings us to the end. Thank you so much for your interest and attention. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel.